Okay, here's my take on it. Earlier this week, Kirk Franklin lit up the internet and social media with a leaked, heated phone call discussion that his silly-ass son decided to make public. Certain people have criticized Kirk for basically threatening to stomp out his son for disrespecting him. But in my humble opinion, it was totally disrespectful for his son to even record the conversation. What was he trying to do? What was he trying to prove? Personally, at the end of the day, no matter how many spiritual records a person can make, no matter how many Bibles a person can read, and no matter how many spiritual sermons a person may present to the world, just like Mr. Franklin, at the end of the day, we are all human with buttons that can be pushed. That doesn't make him no more or less godlier than what he already is. And in my opinion, society have infiltrated the family structure and challenged the respect that children should have for their parents that love them. And when you have worked your behind off to take care of your family and give your kids the best quality life ever, only at the end of the day for one of your kids to disrespect you, it makes you want to stomp their ass out. Not saying that you should, but human nature is something that we all have. So to you critics trying to jump on Mr. Franklin, zip it. And to Mr. Kirk Franklin, stay focused, man. Stay focused on your family, because remember, family only keeps us strong. And with that said, good evening, beautiful people. What's up, Tim?
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be a part of the growth and the spirit and the of the family.
Just make sure you do it.
Just make sure you do it. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm still a little groggy, man, from this time change earlier this week.
No, man. I like the time change, though. I do. Right? You know, we get more daylight. More daylight. Now, look, speaking of daylight, I seen somebody get the daylight knocked out of them this week. People, look, y'all got to stop tripping, man, and going overboard with this pandemic, man. This dude coughed.
Yeah.
He coughed in Safeway. And this one dude started mouthing off at him saying, you need to go get the coronavirus shot and everything. And then he said, I'm not getting the shot, and turning to one big thing. And then it was a bloody nose.
Man, you know, a lot of people are paranoid, man.
Yeah, they paranoid, man. But a lot of people are not thinking either. They're not thinking about nothing. They're just going off of what they hear. And that's a whole nother segment, man. But we got to start using our brains, man. We can't be disrespecting people. And I also see people doing this. You know, kids of a certain age, they can walk in the store without a mask, right?
Right.
And I'm seeing grown-up people saying things to other people's children. You can't do that, man.
Nah.
You're going to get hurt. You're going to get your ass handed to you. You cannot say things to other folks' children.
No.
Can't do that, man. And, you know, just like, you know, where's your mask? What? You can't do that.
You can't punch them either, though, Chuck.
Yeah,
I know you want to.
You're right, man. You know, when it comes to these kids, man, you know, I'm you know. Anyway, we need to get to this letter, man.
Yeah, we do. Let's
go to the mailbox, man. You know, I don't want to give nobody no ideas, but we need to calm down, y'all, with this thing. We're coming to the end of this thing. All right, I think so. We're coming to the end. Things are kind of opening back up. State of Texas is wide open.
Right.
You know, they got, you know, counties, and they're just lifting things up a little bit. So let's just be a little more patient. Stop getting your ass handed to you. So now we're going to get to this mailbox.
Yeah, let's hand this over. What's up, fam? Let me set the story real quick. I graduated from high school 10 years ago in California and moved to Texas to go to college. Due to an illness in my family, I moved back to Cali 6 months ago, and I found out a buddy of mine started dating my ex-girlfriend about 2 years ago. Last year they got married. They recently invited me to a small get-together at their home. I attended the get-together, and the party was real nice. Most of the party took place in the living room, but for a brief moment, my ex and I were alone in the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
She asked me if I still think about her. I thought she was joking, so I laughed and started to walk out. At that moment, she stepped in front of me and tried to kiss me. I immediately pulled away. She smiled, looked down at my pants, and walked out the kitchen. The thing is, I don't know if I pulled away because it's my boy's wife or because I didn't want to get caught. Should I tell my boy? Because I don't think he'll believe me. Do you? Robert.
I just wonder, do you... man. All right, here it is. First of all, man, why did they even get married? I mean,
why did they get married?
Why did they even get married? Why
they in love, man?
Man, look, man, this is a whole nother segment that we could do when it comes to marriage, right? Everybody has their own not little. Everybody has their own vision and their own definition of what a marriage is.
Right.
And I don't disrespect nobody's view or opinion of what they do when it comes to marriage. But if she's going to be looking at her ex-boyfriend's balls through his pants, something's wrong here. Why did they get married? They should not have gotten married.
But see, look, this is the thing. We don't know why they broke up because, I mean, maybe it was just because he moved away to go to college, but I don't.
Okay.
And maybe she's missed him ever since.
Let's look at that. Check it out, y'all. Stop getting in relationships and you're still caught up with somebody else. Don't do that. They got married. They went and got legally bonded. Right. Her ex-boyfriend and her is in the kitchen and she looking at his snake.
Well, maybe that's because her boyfriend got a worm.
Bingo. Why did they get married? They got married for reasons that they shouldn't have done it. All right.
But you know what, Chuck, though? But look, I agree with you. But listening to it, it's like the amount of time, though.
Right.
His boy and his ex got together 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
First of all, that ain't his boy.
Well,
that ain't his boy. That was an acquaintance. And it happens. You know, this is an acquaintance. Whatever, things happen. What I'm saying is they got married. And the second that she's in a place with her ex, she's looking at his balls.
That's the part that's
not cool, man. Okay. That's not cool. She looking at his because she want him.
Right.
She want him.
She wants him. Yeah.
And then he said he don't know if he didn't jump on it because of her being married or he didn't want to get caught.
Right.
What do y'all think? This is a good one, y'all. Do you think they should have got married? They should not, you know what? They should not have even been in a relationship. And I will say this again. You cannot move on happily if you don't close these doors. Sometimes you need closure to certain things in order to move on. And apparently she didn't have that closure.
So what would you tell before we go? What would you tell Robert? I mean, is he wrong for not telling the boy? Not telling his boy?
Hey Rob, don't tell him, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of cats can't handle it. A lot of people can't handle that type of information. It could backfire on him. It backfired on me a couple of times. I have told guys that I know, hey man, this is what happened. This is what she did because I am being an upfront, honest, open-minded friend.
Right. But of course she's going to deny it and he's going to believe her.
Bingo. And it backfired on me. They found out later on that the woman wasn't about nothing.
Right.
But it backfired.
Right.
Don't say nothing, man. Just don't be in a situation with her like that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be by yourself with her anymore because at some point in time, you're going to bust it wide open.
And you might get busted wide open.
Bingo. Hey, man, this family meeting is one that happens a lot, okay? This guy that I know, we don't say names, we just kind of target it. This guy I know, him and his lady, they were starting off 3 kids. They didn't have a nice house, a nice apartment. It was a 1-bedroomer. They were living there. They were both working, and they were there for a minute. They were there for a few years in this one bedroomer, getting their life together, getting things together. But they hung in there. So I remember when his brother invited us to his house. His brother lived in a very nice area, and his brother was doing very well. I guess he was into the stock market or something like that. I can't remember exactly what field he was in.
Okay.
But I remember when we got there, everybody's eating and having drinks and everything. And one of his brother's friends asked him, he said, Hey, man, so where you at now? What you doing? He said, man, I'm at my job, climbing, whatever. And then his brother interjected and said, yeah, man, he's still living in that one-bedroom apartment. He got them kids and that woman in that one-bedroom apartment. Man, why you got your kids in that one-bedroom apartment? Da-da-da-da-da. Kind of going in on him. Okay, let's fast forward 5 years later.
Okay.
To this coronavirus that started. Okay. They started doing really well and they moved. They bought a house. I didn't know it. Nobody really knew it. He bought a house. His brother, who was ragging in on him, when this coronavirus hit, lost everything.
He lost his job?
He lost his job. He lost everything.
Wow.
So his brother had to move in with his uncle.
Okay.
All right. That's his uncle's place. But his uncle only lived in a 2-bedroom. So he had to go live with his uncle. Not only did he have to go live with his uncle, he bought his woman and his child. Now his brother's living very, very well.
Okay.
We cannot step on people when they're down. We never know when it's our turn, man.
No.
We never know, man.
We don't.
We cannot be that vicious, especially towards somebody in our family. What his brother should have done was try to help him.
That's exactly what he should have done.
Hey, man, let me help you do this. I'm in this position to do this. Let me help you get a bigger place for you and your family. But instead, he downed him, man.
Right.
Now the times have switched. His brother's doing very well.
But Chuck, I hate to say this. I mean, but in most cases, our people.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Our people.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's exactly
brother.
what we do. I mean, it's like we want to shine in front of other people.
Right.
And the brighter we shine, the better it makes us look, instead of trying to help those that we can when we're in a position to help.
Man, that is so true, Tim. And people always want to put on an image of what they want people to think they are. They want to put on this image as if they're balling or if they're this, if they're that. Look at what we do, man. We're growing, all right? I'm just not into the whole flashy thing. I've never been into that.
No.
All right? But if somebody's in my family and I can help them and I see that they are in a situation to where they're not maybe doing as well as I am,
right?
But I can help them upgrade what they're doing, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to down talk them, man.
But Chuck, it's not about the amount of rooms in the home. It's about the amount of love.
That's right, man.
That's in the home.
That's right,
So
brother.
whether if it's a 1-bedroom or 100 bedrooms.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
If your heart is empty, it don't matter.
Yeah. Hey, check this out, y'all. How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about this scenario right here? Should we, if we're in a position to help our family, which we call family, all right? And I'm talking just, we have a slogan. It's not about blood related. It's about love related. But let's just say your brother or your sister, we're doing not as well as you are, and you are in a position to help them. Would you do it or would you down them?
Yeah, that's a good one, man. Because remember, family only keeps us strong.
Family only keeps us strong. Right here.
This one right here, bruh, the pet peeves.
Oh, damn.
I got a problem.
Okay. You got a problem.
I got a problem.
See, when you got a problem, that's a problem.
I got a problem today. You know what I'm saying?
Let me hear it.
It's Friday, and usually we try to keep Fridays fun.
Y'all, check this out. When Tim got a problem, there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Let me hear it.
And the problem is parents who play their kids against each other. Man. Parents who take one child and always compare them to another child.
That's not good, man.
And as we know, all people are different.
Yes.
All kids are different.
Yes.
I have more than one kid. You have more than one.
Yes.
And even though they're raised in the same house, we raise them the same. We treat them the same. But everybody's an individual. Some are going to do better in school than others are.
Yes.
And just because one does better does not mean that the other is not trying.
Right. Exactly.
And one thing that I hate is when I hear kids saying, parents saying, I should say, you don't do as well as your brother.
Be more like your sister.
Be more like your sister.
Oh, man, yeah.
Or you need to do this. When your sister was going through this is how she handled it.
Right. Yeah, that's not good.
we need to stop doing that.
Well, here's what happens, man. You get kids that fall into a depression. And when they fall into a depression, they do things to themselves. I know a young lady right now who is depressed right now because of how her mama treated her. And she compared her to her sister all the time. Okay. This young lady is about 350 pounds.
Wow.
And that came from being depressed. That's depression. You're young. This young lady's in her 20s, very early 20s. She's about 350 pounds, man. Right. And you can tell, man, that her self-esteem is just not there. Right. And that's because her mama always played her against her sister. Right. Always made her sister shine more than her. Always, it was about her. It was about her. It's not about her. And all because she looked like her daddy.
And you know what? Another problem that it causes, not only with the child and the parent, the child and their brother or sister.
Oh man!
Because now they grow up taking that out on the kid that they always put that shine on.
Yes, they do.
And it's not their fault.
You were always the favorite. You were always the favorite.
And it's not that child's fault.
It's not that child's fault.
But now they grow up and they're not that close. And people wonder why they're not close. And it's because the parent did it. They put that shine on the other child.
Parents screw up the kids all the time. And here it is. One thing you cannot get back. You cannot go back and grab time. You can't go back and redo it. You got one shot at it. We got one shot at being a parent. We got one shot at being a good parent. We got one shot in showing our kids love and the decent and ethical right way to do things.
Right. And with me, Chuck, and my wife, with our boys, it's not about the grade that they receive in school.
Right.
It's about the effort that they put in.
That's right.
As long as they're both giving 100%, if one of them gets an A and the other one gets a C, but he's doing everything he can to get that C.
That's right.
We give them just as much love as we get up.
And you know what, man? That takes, they take that with them. They take all of that with them. I know brothers and sisters right now, they're rivals because of the parent. Because of what the parent did with the other one and didn't show the other one what they showed the other one. It's the rival, man. And hey, what did it say? Cain killed Abel?
That's right.
Hey, man, this is serious. That's a hell of a pet peeve, brother. That's real.
It needs to stop. I mean, what do you think, family? I mean, is this something that you're going through? And please, I hope you're not a parent that's doing this. Yeah. If you are, stop it. Hey, Chuck, man, today I'm so excited, man, about the photo album guest that we are bringing in today.
Yes.
He's an American actor, director, producer, and screenwriter. In 2011, Forbes listed him as the highest paid man in entertainment, earning $130 million between May 2010 and May 2011. Born September 13th, 1969 as Emmett Perry Jr. Today, we know him as Tyler Perry.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hey, man, let me tell you something. There's a few icons, man, that if I ever meet them, when I meet these people.
That's correct, man.
I am probably going to be a little starstruck, and I'm going to tell you why. I love people who help other people.
Okay.
I respect people who help other people. Tyler Perry put steaks on the table, brother.
Yes, he does.
That man has helped a lot of people get their dream off the ground. He's given them a platform. He's given them a kickstart.
Right.
To get their dream off the ground. Now, whether they run with it or not, that's on them.
That's right.
But he has given a lot of people chances, man. I love this dude.
You know, this man has built Hollywood in Atlanta, man.
I love this dude. And you know what, man? I mean, him being listed in the Forbes list, that's great and everything, man. But you know what? I listened to him. He made a video and gave us some very, very, very crucial advice. He said, some people, they're all over the place. Some people, they want to open up a beauty salon. They want to do this. They want to do that.
This week they're doing this, and next week they're doing that, and next week they're doing this, and next week they're going to be in real estate, and the next week they're going to open a salon, and those kind of.
Let it bloom, but you gotta believe in the Creator. You gotta believe. You gotta believe that this is going to blossom. This is going to work. Once you get that one thing going, everything else will fall into place.
So pretty much how Fokus is a seed, and we planted it into the ground. And
Fokus is allowing myself. I'm an entertainer. I'm an actor. I'm I'm a musician. I'm a performer. Fokus is allowing me to reach platforms and other people that I couldn't reach before. So with this song that I have coming out, man, it's gonna blossom because of what we do here. You got to start one place, and that right there, what he said, that was law.
Right.
You got to start one place and let that flower bloom. I love Tyler Perry, man.
And you know what? With him being listed on the Forbes list, man, that's just showing the hard work and dedication that this man has put into his work. And it pays off. This
man said when he started off his first show, he said that he went through all of these things. He worked his ass off to throw his first play. And nobody showed up except a few people that he knew.
Right.
But he didn't stop. This man is a workhorse. He's a workhorse. And Tyler Perry done been through it all. He done been through the so-called stupid rumors. He done been through people trying to tear him down. I've heard people say, well, you know, hey, man, he put on a dress. Hey, man, I don't care, dude. All I know is this man helps other people. And I got so much respect for this man.
Yeah, we all do.
So much respect for this man. I love some Tyler Perry, brother.
And here at Fokus Family, Mr. Perry, we want to welcome you to the family. We want to send peace and blessings to your family. We want to thank you for all the hard work that you've put in.
Thank you for funny scripts that you wrote.
Yes.
He had Michael Jai White. Funny. Michael Jai White's a cool dude.
Yes.
Hey, brother, I got a picture right here. Michael Jai White's a real cool dude. He had Michael Jai White in a comedic aura.
He sure did.
And it was funny.
It sure was. You know,
Tyler Perry did that,
you are the man. Thank you for your contribution to the industry and your contribution to the culture. Welcome to the Fokus Family Photo Op.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the family.
And remember to hit that like and subscribe button because it's not blood related, it's love related.
That's right, Tim. So look, if you have letters, you have questions,
we have answers and we have suggestions. So send your letters and questions to onefokusfamily@gmail.com.
And don't forget, we load up a new segment every Monday and every Friday at 6 p.m. I'm Chuck Lounge.
And I'm Tim B.
And remember, family only keeps us strong. Till next time.